I have seen a lot of comments and reactions about the ongoing trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I repeat, I have seen a lot of comments, a lot of reactions concerning the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria. Now, Nigeria as a state is not designed to be united. So we expect people to have different views on the court judgment, the court case Nnamdi Kanu has with the Nigerian government. I have said it before that in war, everybody commits a crime, but it is from your own perspective. We have Nigeria, we have Biafra. During the civil war, the Nigerian soldiers they killed, the Biafran soldiers they killed. In the eyes of the Nigerian soldiers, the Biafrans are terrorists and criminals. Now, in the eyes of the Nigerian soldiers, in the eyes of the Biafran soldiers, the Nigerians are terrorists and criminals. Now, if you look at Nnamdi Kanu's case carefully, you know that a lot of bias has gone into that case. Nigeria as a country is not designed to prosper. So we will not stay here for long. So if you are carrying the wahala of Nigeria on your head, at the end of the day, you will be the greatest loser, because Nigeria existing is a threat to your culture, your heritage, is a threat to your tradition and your history. I repeat, Nigeria, the existence of Nigeria is a threat to your culture, your heritage, is a threat to your tradition and history. So for those that believe that there's a one Nigeria that will get better, they are just wasting their time. Let me focus on the restructured Nigeria, which have different nationalities in it. We have the Yoruba nation, we have the Biafra nation, we have the Ijaw nation, and other nations. That is where I focus. So the case of Nnamdi Kanu may be so, some people see it differently. Some other person see Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal, he has done this and that. You are looking at it from the lens of the Nigerian government. Why not look at it from the lens of the other side, so that you can balance things? We all agree that Nigeria, just look at the government of the day. Any ethnicity that takes over power, uses power to their own advantage. No politician, nobody believes in a Nigeria, a one prosperous Nigeria. You see, the reasons why the politician will always preach about not one Nigeria is because it is going to benefit him and his family. They are taking from Nigerians using the guise of one Nigeria. They are stealing from Nigerians, trying to feed themselves and their family, satisfy themselves, while every other person gets hungry. So that is the reason why you see people preach this Nigeria of a thing. Just look at it from the angle of the other people. I've stayed in Yoruba land. I was born and bred in Yoruba land. I've stayed in Igbo land for almost 6-7 years. I have understood so many things about these people. We have different ideologies. We have different histories, different backgrounds, different environments. So we see things differently. Trying to force people to come together to understand by force, that is the problem we are having. That is why Nigeria will take one step forward, 20 steps backward, because we are not designed to be united. Even the current president today has said that he does not believe in one Nigeria. One was said that Nigeria is a mere geographical expression. So we are looking at Nnamdi Kanu's case, looking at it carefully. I listened to the lawyers in defense. I listened to the prosecution counsel, and I understood from their perspective, this is war. Yes, we are fighting a war, and who wins at the end of the day carries the trophy. But from the look of things, I have said it before that the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu is playing politics with Nnamdi Kanu's case. It is a political thing. I see they are moving towards a path whereby they want to jail this man for life or whatever, give him the ultimate whatever. But my advice to the government, I will repeat it, is that tread carefully with this man called Nnamdi Kanu. It is no play. The Igbo people are in custody with this young man called Nnamdi Kanu. You see, a lot of people listen to this young man. In the Southeast governors don't have the influence that this young man has. For the sake of peace and tranquility, nothing should happen to this young man. Now, the judge is saying that he doesn't know anything about the Kenya experience. It wasn't brought before him. A court once discharged Nnamdi Kanu, but somehow the Buhari government had to bring him back into the courtroom. The current judge, Omotosho, He's saying that the people should open their defense because a lot of evidences were brought against Nnamdi Kanu. Just look at it. The jurisdiction to try Nnamdi Kanu was not there in the first place. The federal government did as if they don't know that Nnamdi Kanu was snatched from Kenya, which gives them, which totally disqualified them from trying him when their hands are soiled. If you must come to equity, you must come with clean hands. But you see, the Nigerian government, you see, Nnamdi Kanu is in the custody of the Nigerian government. A Biafran in the custody of the Nigerian government. What do you expect? Now, when I look back at those days, and I blame the IPOB DOS of not knowing the whereabouts of Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, and he's just, all of a sudden, he carelessly left the UK, entered Kenya, and he was snatched. For days, the DOS, the IPOB could not tell us where this young man was. That is a big failure on their path. They failed the Biafra people, they failed the Igbo nation, they failed a lot of people that were supporters of Nnamdi Kanu, not even Biafra. There's some people that are not Igbos that support Nnamdi Kanu. They failed every of them. In the first place, the biggest mistake you have made is to allow Nnamdi Kanu into the hands of the Fulani, Malami, Buratai, and Buhari in the first place. You should know that the Nigerian government does not have a reputation, a fair reputation when it comes to the courts and the judiciary. Nigerians, they say the Supreme Court is the last hope of the common man. But today, as a common man, if you don't have connections, you don't have money, you cannot get justice. So it is difficult to put Nigeria in the pedestal of fairness, justice, and equity. All of a sudden, we see Nnamdi Kanu in the hands of these guys. And what do you expect? You expect Maradona left, right, and center. Nnamdi Kanu said that he was going to go to their court and defeat them. He had defeated them at their court. Now, for them to let him go, that is another ball game entirely. So we are in a quagmire. We are between the devil and the deep blue sea. The Nigerian government would not want him to go like that. In Nigeria, we have the different regions. From the southwest, many people see Nnamdi Kanu as a criminal. Someone that needs to face the death sentence, that needs to be jailed for life. Other people that believe in Yoruba nation and restructuring also see him as someone that needs to also have his day in court and get free and get his bail or free or released. Yes, different people with different mindset about this particular young man called Nnamdi Kanu. I've said it before that when it comes to things like this, if you are on the side of the Nigerian people and you're on the side of the Biafran people, the way you see things will be different. Yes, the worst thing, the greatest mistake the Nigerian government did was to kill that Yusuf, that Boko Haram guy, that young guy that founded Boko Haram. It is from that day that the woes of the Nigerian state increased. Just by the killing of the Yusuf, many soldiers have gone. Nigeria as a government has spent a lot on training soldiers, a lot on equipment. They have spent trillions of naira to no avail. Just recently, in a Zamfara mosque, bandits went in and killed a lot of people. Even Northerners are crying because of the mistake the Nigerian government did by killing that young Yusuf, of not handling the situation. Like, I don't understand. You should not repeat with Nnamdi Kanu. The whole Igbo land is in Nnamdi Kanu in that custody. I don't know how I will make myself so reasonable to you. I don't know. The point here is that your perspective is different from mine. Nigeria is not designed to be one. We have never been one from the foundations of the earth. It's a creation of Britain and all have you. Imagine you have EBBO. You have like over 5,000 tribes in a country that think differently, that look at things differently, that have different cultures, that refuse to agree on a particular point. Everybody is looking at his own selfish ambition. How do you bring those people together? If we have this, if you have come to this realization, you understand the perspective of Nnamdi Kanu, you understand the perspective of the Nigerian government. I don't blame any side, but the only thing here is that ideologies outlive people. You can't defeat an ideology. If you look at the Igbo people, this particular ideology of the Igbo nation, the Biafra thing, is so much like, sometimes you wonder, are these people mumu? Because the way they so believe in Nnamdi Kanu and whatever he talks about Biafra, you know that this ideology has sunk deep, even in their professors, in their emeritus, in their engineers, in whatever it is. The governors you see today that are, because of politics, they are doing as if they are not part of. When it reaches time, you see them, they will be aligning with that ideology, the Biafra ideology. So there's one thing you cannot defeat, is the ideology of a people. If you try it, you will see it. If you try it. So whatever funny thing that the government is trying to do, it is not going to bring peace at all. It's going to escalate a lot. Nobody is going to make mouth or say this is going to happen. But the government should be able to consider the peace in the Southeast and release this young man so that he can go and meet his family and organize himself. Nigeria needs restructuring. We have been fighting for this restructuring for a very long time. If you allow this system that we are practicing last long, it will consume all of us. I've been saying it over and over again. If you allow this system last long, it will consume every one of us. Everybody is going conservative. In Australia, they are going conservative. In France, they are going conservative. In Britain, they are going conservative. It is Nigeria that is preaching one. We are coming one. Where is the one? That is why, as an Igbo man, I would never support a Benjamin Kalu bringing in an indigenization bill saying that you can stay anywhere in Nigeria and become anybody. A gene. You can see how this young man goofed, and people are not supporting it. The reality in Nigeria is that everybody is looking at his own tribe before the Nigerian. What is the Nigerian dream? In our schools, in our institutions, what is the Nigerian dream? We have the American dream. We have people proud to associate with America from all races of the earth, of the world. But Nigeria as a country, what is that thing that is so special about Nigeria? If not for some leaders that have come together, captured everybody, using everybody's heads, knocking, you hit this one head together with this one head. As they are fighting themselves, you go at the back and start stealing their resources, taking advantage of the division, enriching yourself. Almost all your politicians, almost all their children are abroad studying. They don't use your hospitals. They don't use your facilities. They become leaders. They have access to your treasury. They take from your treasury and they buy homes outside the country. Are these people the ones you say they believe in Nigeria? Are you more Nigerian than the politicians that are leaders, that are promising that they are going to fix the country, but yet they take the resources of the country, buy homes abroad, go to hospital abroad, go to school abroad? Almost all the important, they take their family abroad. Look at Showore and Wike. Look at how they are bantering themselves. Showore said that Wike bought a building through his wife's name, through his children's name, abroad. Then one I don't know, his name is Olayinka, Lewe Olayinka, immediate age to Wike, is attacking Showore that Showore's child is going to one of the most expensive schools. He bought a house over $500,000 and all have you. These are the people that are fighting for a Nigeria that will work, but yet they don't believe in a system that works. And you're coming to tell me that Nnamdi Kanu deserves what he's getting. Now it seems that the Igbo people are getting tired of the system. The people are like neglecting this Biafran cause. It seems the Nigerian government wants to, the people that be, mainly the British, the colonialists. You see, there's a way these people control you that you don't even know that they are controlling you. That is the worst thing. There's a way these global powers, these imperialists, there's a way they are manipulating and controlling you. You don't even know. Look at Great Britain. Scotland for a very long time said they won't leave UK, United Kingdom. They are not united. They don't want to be united. But now United Kingdom go come and preach Bible for una. Let there be this and that. My brother, let nothing happen to Nnamdi Kanu. Have you watched Merlin? The fate of the Southeast lies on the head of this man. You people may not understand because you are not from that region. You don't see things from that perspective. If you are from that region, you understand what we are saying at the moment. Now there's an argument. The judge is saying that he is not aware of any extraordinary rendition. That the defense counsel, that is Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, They should open their defense. Yes, no case submission was the issue, but they wanted them to defend the allegations and the evidences brought to the court by the Nigerian government. You see, already the Nigerian government has shown itself, like the judge was saying, let's deal with this case. Let's do this case fast. I can't waste time on this case, giving the people impression that Nnamdi Kanu will be released. And I told somebody, I said, they are using Nnamdi Kanu for politics. Tinubu will not go release Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody said he will be released. So yeah, my brother, until the Fulani become crazy, if the Fulani show Tinubu crazy, then Tinubu will go release Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday go for them. Yes, that is a control mechanism that Tinubu will use to put. See, all the options are available. You know what's about Tinubu as a politician is that he doesn't give any chance. He doesn't give any chance. You see, Kwankwaso is only Kano State, but they are trying to get Kwankwaso into the APC to help them facilitate winning Kano State. And Kwankwaso is saying that, what do you have for me to join the APC? I want to become vice president. What do you have for me, Sha? For me to join the APC and sell my Kano votes to the APC. Tinubu can just have 25% using Ganduje and others. He doesn't just have 25% as just mark it as register. Because so the kind of person Tinubu is, he leaves all options available. So the kind of option is still there. Because the Fulani, they don't want to use hearsay, the divine Nigeria. They don't want it. They are one of the biggest problems we have in the country today. They want the country to be as it is, deteriorating. I've said it before, the more Nigeria keeps lasting long, the more your culture and tradition is being threatened. Your identity as a person is being threatened. Some languages are going extinct because of one Nigeria. People exert themselves on other people. I don't blame this government of Tinubu. Somebody says, why is that? Am I talking about Tinubu? My brother, I'm looking at restructuring. Wherever that I'm expecting that restructuring from, that's where I talk about it. So we are talking about Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu, there's many saboteurs around him. The people around him have failed him big time. They have failed the Biafran people. They need to chart a new course. We need to be mentally ready for what is coming. They need to chart a new course, my brother. I know it's going to be very painful. In fact, above all the things, there are two things that pain me so much. There are two particular things that hit me to the bones. Number one, it is when I heard through the mouth of Malami that they have captured Nnamdi Kanu. When I heard it, I was demoralized. I was like demoralized. I felt so bad because I listened to this man. I was enlightened by what he was saying. I had to do research and get the information I wanted to get. It was very interesting to listen to Nnamdi Kanu. There are like 4 or 5 persons I love listening to. Number one is Bola Oba. I love listening to that man, Bola Oba. Number 2 is Nnamdi Kanu. Number 3, Oshomele. Have you listened to Oshomele speak? I love listening to that man. Oshomele, the vibrant. When he was like still speaking, I love to listen to him. And also I love to listen to Dede Farotimi, amongst others. Listen to Nnamdi Kanu, the enlightenment that he brought with the Radio Biafra was something else out of his world. I tell you. So it'd be unfortunate that a young man like that would just be betrayed by the people around him. We know that so many people are trying to sabotage the effort of these young people to achieve the Biafran state. Ojukwu and others, we learn every day. We learn from the mistakes of Ojukwu. We learn from the mistakes of this Wazurike and also other agitators. We can forge a path. But my advice, I'm not begging the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu. I will never be part of people that will beg. My advice is that let nothing happen to Nnamdi Kanu. It is not going to be good for the health of Nigeria. You see, there are people that you push to the wall, and when they start retaliating, it doesn't get any better for anybody. You can see what Boko Haram is doing today. The Nigerian government has lost a lot of blood a lot of soldiers, a lot of monies, a lot of funding and everything because of the way they handle the Boko Haram issue. Yes, I know the judge is saying that we defense, bring out your defense. A case that the government of the day is not qualified to handle because of how they go and seize somebody from Kenya. Kenya gave their own verdict that Nigeria was wrong to have took Nnamdi Kanu the way they took him. But yet the government of the day will turn deaf ear as if they are not hearing what people are saying. How did you bring Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya into Nigeria? But the doctors and the everybody from the Nigerian side will put deaf ear. Like I said, it is a battle. On the Nigerian side, whatever they do, they want to do anything they can do to win, to look good. I'm telling you, they want to do anything they can do. That is why they can do and undo, and nobody will hold them accountable for anything. It's very important. See, Igbos should get ready for what is coming with Nnamdi Kanu. It may be good news and bad news, but get ready for what is coming. We have to forge a new path, and that path should bring everybody on board to understand that we have a destiny to fulfill in Africa, and we cannot be in Nigeria and fulfill that destiny. We need to be in a restructured space, because the damage that these people have done to the sensibilities of the black man, my brother, we need to reorganize and restructure ourselves in every facet and area of our life before we can talk about anything. But if we still remain like this, generations will come, generations will go, there won't be any kind of impact. No impact. Things are just happening just like that. Tell me one thing that the government has achieved with this one Nigeria we are talking about. Tell me one particular thing that has been achieved by the people that, see, may God in heaven help Nigerians.